mom tried to sleep with my husband. If anyone else had told me that sentence, I would have laughed in their face. Instead, I watched it happen. My mom has been single ever since my dad left almost 15 years ago. At first, I felt sorry for her. I'd invite her over for dinner almost every weekend because I hated the idea of her eating alone. That's how she got so close to my husband. At first, it seemed harmless. She'd call him to ask if he could fix a leaking faucet, ask him to help move furniture. She'd even text him recipes because she knew he loved cooking. I thought she was just treating him like the son she never had. Then she stopped calling me. If she needed something, she called him. One afternoon, I asked her why she never called me anymore. She laughed and said, "He's more reliable." It stung, but I let it go. Then the compliments started. Every family dinner, she'd tell him how handsome he looked, how lucky I was, how men like him don't exist anymore. Even my husband started getting uncomfortable. One night, he looked at me and said, "I think your mom has a crush on me." I laughed. "No, she doesn't. I think you're imagining things." Looking back, I owe him an apology. A few weeks later, my husband showed me a text from her. It said, "Don't tell my daughter I called. I just wanted to hear your voice." He never replied. Instead, he blocked her. We thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. She started calling from another number, then another. Eventually, she just stopped calling altogether. For almost a month, we thought she'd finally gotten the message. Then one Friday evening, everything changed. I got stuck in traffic after work because of a major accident on the highway. I called my husband to tell him I'd be home late. He said he was just getting out of the shower. About 30 minutes later, he called me back. His voice sounded strange. "Can you come home?" I asked what was wrong. He just said, "Please." The drive home felt like it took forever. When I finally opened the front door, I heard my mom laughing upstairs. For a second, I honestly thought she'd come over to surprise me. Then I walked into my bedroom. She was standing there, wearing one of my silk robes, the one I'd gotten for our honeymoon. My husband was standing on the other side of the room, fully dressed, looking completely shaken. The second my mom saw me, the smile disappeared from her face. Nobody spoke. Finally, my husband broke the silence. He looked at me and said, "I came out of the shower and found her in here." My mom stepped forward. "It isn't what it looks like." I looked at the robe, then at the wine bottle she'd brought upstairs, then at the 2 glasses sitting on my nightstand. I asked one question. "What exactly does it look like?" She couldn't answer. Instead, she started crying. Then she said something I'll never forget. "I was just lonely." Lonely. As if loneliness somehow explained putting on her daughter's robe and walking into her daughter's bedroom while her husband was home alone. I told her to leave. She refused. So my husband picked up her purse, walked her to the front door, opened it, and quietly said, "You are never coming back into this house." She looked at me one last time, waiting for me to stop him. I didn't. That was 2 years ago. She still tells people I cut her off over a misunderstanding. Maybe that's easier than admitting the truth, because the truth is, she didn't just betray me as a mother, she forgot I was her daughter the moment she decided my marriage was something she could take for herself. I've forgiven a lot of people in my life. She's not one of them.